All right, the Detroit Lions get a string of good news right before this game against the Commanders. And I think we've been focused on the things that went wrong with the Minnesota Vikings. Now we look forward to the Commanders, and here it is. One of the things, first good news, is that the Lions have been in the middle of the pack when it comes to every special teams metric. So the good news for the Lions is that McCaffrey for the Commanders is possibly out for the season. He had the second most kickoff returns in the NFL with the best return average in the NFL. The Lions need to be better on special teams. So we catch a little bit of a break here where it's like, oh shoot, the one area where the Commanders could have taken advantage of us, they don't have their main guy on special teams, because last week, Miles Price had 5 returns for 164 yards. One of the things we have not talked about enough is that our special teams usually is just so buttoned up and so solid, and it's one of those things you don't notice until it's bad, and it's been bad. Blocked field goal that we don't get the 3 points there. It's been then returned 50 yards. They end up getting 3 points, and that was huge. We go right down the field. Remember in the Vikings game, score, statement, ball game. Like, how are we not going to win this game? Well, here's how. They return that next kickoff basically all the way for down to the 20-yard line, a couple plays later, whatever. And it's just like, oh my gosh, we have to be better on special teams. So that's good news number one. Good news number two is that the Commanders rank 22nd in rush yards allowed per game. They give up 124 yards per game on the ground. Remember last year in the playoff game, we are just running all over them. Jahmyr Gibbs, it's just like, yep, Jahmyr Gibbs time. Feed him. Because remember, David Montgomery was out. Didn't know if he'd play, but it didn't matter because Jahmyr Gibbs was just doing his thing. We're running all over them, and we decided to kind of get cute, and we go away from the run. We have a bad taste in our mouth because of this Commanders game a year ago. But don't forget, the Commanders are not good against the run, and we need to establish the run. What a perfect opportunity, kind of a get-right game. So good news number two is the Commanders are not good against the run. They weren't last year. They're not any better this year. We need to run the ball, get the offensive line back on the same page, run the ball. Everything happens once we start running the ball. That is exactly what we need to do in this game, and it's perfect timing to go play the Commanders. Love that. Okay, so good news number one, special teams is not great. Good news number two, Commanders rank pretty low in rush defense. The third thing is, you saw it in the thumbnail, is Quandre Diggs was released by the Titans. The Lions were looking for some safety help. We know that our top 2 safeties have been out. Kirby Joseph, again, is out. Let's go to that real quick. Kirby Joseph, let's see if I can find it here. Yeah. Kirby Joseph been ruled out again with the knee, which is no surprise. We saw him injure that knee, and then he's like could barely stand on it. Then he came back into the game, a few weeks ago. Okay, he's out. He's just been out, and it's like, man, when you look at safety, then that puts us in a tough spot. We need some safety help. We had the young guys that were doing their thing, and fine, but like Daniel Thomas is still out, or he's questionable. So that's good news that we have a guy, Quandre Diggs, veteran, that could possibly be there. Now the thing is, he's old, and I loved Quandre Diggs when he was here. I thought he was just, he was undersized. I thought he played well. Patricia ships him away, and you're like, dude. But that was a long time ago. That was 5 years ago that he left us, or 4 years ago or whatever. So he's older. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that would be a good move to bring Quandre Diggs back. I always liked him. It could be just that veteran backup piece. He's not looking for him to lead us to the Super Bowl by any means. But good news is he is available. So we'll see. In this game, with the Commanders, I think we all are just, all right, offense, what do you got? Because defensively, they've been playing well. We're going up against a backup quarterback. The Commanders are reeling a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot. They've lost 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5, something like that. We go to their place. Weather's cooling off a little bit. This feels like a weird game that it shouldn't be. Like, don't let it get weird. Go in there, handle this, play our game, and come away with victory. Because if we can win this one, let me pull up our schedule. I think what you'll realize if you look at the schedule is this is kind of a must win. It's like you look at the games we have remaining and there's a few that are like we got to have this one just based on where we're at. So at Washington, come back home, and then we go back out to Philadelphia. Home against the Giants. And then this is why it starts to get real weird, because if we don't win this game, then we go again out to Philadelphia, New York, and then here we go. Thursday night, that Thursday to Thursday night turnaround thing, that's just, they're both home, so that's fine. But then out to Los Angeles, back home for Pittsburgh, and then a quick turnaround road Christmas Day game. And then back for Chicago, that will be, if Chicago just generally stays what they're doing, for a big game flexed into who knows what. But games 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5-week stretch here in December. That's scheduling late in the season, all that stuff. So if you can win here, let's just say loss, but then win. Let's just say loss. I'm playing, let's just say win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, at Minnesota, at Chicago to close out. I mean, right, Christmas Day, I have no idea. Based on what we just saw, I'm not feeling great about that at all, to go to Minnesota on a short week. So, and then to Chicago, New Year's Day. You know what I mean? Holy crap. Snow, cold, nothing feels good about that. So, yeah, just look at the schedule and you realize, okay, at Washington on a 4:00 game here on a Sunday, they don't have their quarterback. Come on. They can't stop the run, and they don't have their quarterback. I mean, come on. If we don't win that, then it's like, oh, maybe we got some deeper issues somewhere, and see how the game plays out. Is it offensively? I just fully expect we're too good. We're too good. We have too much leadership in Dan Campbell. Jared Goff's too good. And by the way, and I really wonder what will happen if we were to lose 2 games in a row, because we have not lost 2 games in a row in 3 years, which is just incredible. Because you look at the Washington Commanders, who everyone was all high on, of course, last year. They beat the Lions, blah, blah, blah. They go to the NFC Championship game. What are they going to be like? And just immediately, they've lost 4 in a row. So, yeah, they've lost 5 out of 6. Just like that. We are so spoiled. I mean, we lost 1 game, and it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. No, we're fine. We really are. But this is a huge game for not being that big of a game. It's a huge game. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.